Will AI destroy Google? How ChatGPT is transforming online search and the internet itself. The way we search the internet is about to change fundamentally. For more than 20 years, Google has been our gateway to information, the synonym for online search itself. But now that foundation is being challenged. Artificial intelligence, systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, are taking over tasks that used to be reserved for traditional search engines. They no longer just show links, they give you full answers, written in natural language. That might sound like a small improvement in convenience, but in reality, it could completely reshape the internet as we know it. In this video, we'll look at how AI is revolutionizing web search, why even Google get a list of websites. Google decides which pages appear at the top, and therefore, which information you see first. Behind this lies the famous search algorithm. It evaluates billions of pages based on hundreds of factors: how often they're visited, how trustworthy they are, how relevant their content is to your query. That's Google's real magic. It doesn't just find results, it sorts them. In a sense, Google isn't really a search engine, but a sorting machine. Its goal is simple: show you the most relevant information first, so you find what you're looking for as quickly as possible. This system has worked so well that Google now holds about 90% of the global search market. But that dominance is suddenly being challenged. Chapter 2: Why Google is Nervous. In the digital world, change happens fast. Remember Yahoo, AltaVista, or Lycos? They were once the leaders, until Google came along and replaced them. Now something similar might be happening again, only this time, Google could be on the losing side. AI systems like ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot are changing what users expect. Why click through 20 links when you can get the answer instantly in a single paragraph? That mindset threatens Google's entire business model. Until now, Google has shown you links. ChatGPT or Gemini, however, provide you with a complete human-like answer, directly on the screen. For users, that's convenient. For Google, it's a problem. Chapter 3: Google's Business Model. Searching on Google is free. Websites don't pay to appear in the results either. So how does Google make money? The answer: advertising. Every search page you see includes paid ads at the top, on the side, or between organic results. And because these ads often look almost identical to regular listings, many people click on them without realizing it. Those clicks are the heart of Google's business. About 80% of Alphabet's total revenue, Google's parent company, comes from advertising. But if an AI gives you the answer right away, those clicks disappear, and with them, a huge part of Google's revenue. Because if users no longer visit external websites, they don't see ads, and no money changes hands. That's why Google, despite its dominance, is suddenly nervous. Chapter 4: How AI is Changing. Search Microsoft was first to move. It integrated ChatGPT directly into its Bing search engine. Now, instead of just showing you links, Bing can write full, human-readable answers, often including source citations below. Google is developing its own system called Gemini, previously Bard. The idea is similar. AI will directly answer complex questions, summarizing and rephrasing the information in a natural, easy-to-read way. For users, this is incredibly convenient, but it changes the entire structure of the internet. Until now, the web was open. Every site had a fair chance to attract visitors and build visibility. With AI summaries, a new layer appears between the user and the original source. The AI reads, interprets, and rewrites the information, becoming a gatekeeper of knowledge. That's a fundamental shift. Chapter 5: The Risk for Media and Content Creators. For news outlets, blogs, and content creators, this is a massive problem. If an AI summarizes their work, but users no longer visit the actual site, traffic and ad revenue drop sharply. Many media outlets rely heavily on these clicks to survive financially. Even if the AI credits the source, most users will settle for the quick summary. It's faster and easier, but that convenience comes at a cost. It threatens the entire ecosystem that creates the information in the first place. This creates a vicious cycle. Less revenue means less incentive to produce high-quality journalism, and less original content makes the AI's own answers worse, since it learns from that very content. In the end, we risk an internet full of recycled knowledge and shallow summaries, with fewer genuine insights. Chapter 6: AI isn't really intelligent. There's another problem. Artificial intelligence sounds impressive, but it's not truly intelligent. It doesn't understand questions. It predicts which words are statistically likely to come next. That often leads to good answers, but sometimes to confident nonsense. Take Google's public demo of its chatbot Bard. It was asked what discoveries the James Webb Space Telescope had made. The answer sounded right, but it was wrong. Bard claimed the telescope had captured the first image of an exoplanet. In fact, that happened back in 2004, years before the telescope even launched. The result? Google's stock price fell by about 7% in a single day, erasing over $100 billion in value. That example shows how fragile this technology still is. Chapter 7: The Real Threat: Human Laziness. Even if AI answers become more accurate, there's a bigger danger. Us. The easier it becomes to get information, the less we're willing to think critically or verify facts. Why read several articles when a chatbot already gives you a neat summary? But every summary is also an interpretation. What's left out or emphasized shapes how we understand the world. Gradually, we're moving from an internet of raw ingredients to one of ready-made meals. Fast, convenient, and easy to consume. Just like fast food can make the body lazy, AI fast knowledge can make the mind lazy. When we rely only on pre-digested answers, we lose the habit of forming our own opinions or comparing multiple perspectives. Chapter 8: A New Information Era. Artificial intelligence is changing not just how we search, but what we find. If AI systems decide which facts matter, transparency decreases. The algorithms are complex and opaque, and errors are hard to detect. That raises important questions. Who is responsible for incorrect information? How are sources selected? And what commercial interests might influence the AI's answers? Because behind every AI system stands a company with clear economic goals. Microsoft, Google, OpenAI. They all want data, users, and ultimately, profit. The challenge for society will be to use these systems critically but constructively. AI can make knowledge more accessible, but it should never become the only gateway to it. Chapter 9: A Glimpse into the Future. What might web search look like in a few years? We'll probably stop typing altogether. Instead of entering keywords, we'll simply talk to our devices. AI will answer immediately, cite a few sources, and dive deeper if we ask follow-up questions. That will make the internet feel more personal, but also more dependent on the few companies running these systems. Google, Microsoft, and others now face a delicate balance. They must integrate AI without destroying the very business models that made them successful. Conclusion: Artificial intelligence will transform how we search the web, perhaps so deeply that the internet as we know it will disappear. Whether that turns out to be a good or bad thing doesn't depend only on technology, but on us. We decide whether we keep searching and thinking independently, or let AI do it for us. AI is powerful, no doubt, but in the end, the most important intelligence remains human intelligence. I hope the video was helpful. If so, please give us a thumbs up. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our site so you regularly receive new videos and tutorials on investing, investment strategies, and financial products, and the world of finance becomes more understandable for you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.